He is the head of the table and he is the undisputed WWE champion. I'm Todd Tanner. This is Black Wrestling News. According to GiveMeSport, Roman Reigns is stepping away from WWE after Crown Jewel. Roman Reigns has become a superstar in WWE and is treated as a special attraction due to his reduced schedule and limited appearances, like Brock Lesnar. Reigns only shows up on special occasions, which has helped build his aura and make him one of the longest reigning world champions. Reigns is expected to take time off after his title match against LA Knight, with his next match potentially not happening until January 2024, marking almost 3 months out of action. Following his transition from unlikable babyface to superstar villain, Roman Reigns has been on an absolute tear in WWE. Over the last several years, he's undoubtedly become the star of the company, and whenever he's on, his matches are treated as special attractions. And that's largely down to the reduced schedule he's been operating on for quite some time now. Gone are the days when the tribal chief would show up every single week and wrestle anyone on any given night. These days, fans consider themselves lucky if he shows up in their town, and it's helped build the aura around him for the most part. It's a similar tactic that has been used in the past for Brock Lesnar, who has been working part-time for WWE ever since his return in 2012. Quote, the Beast, close quote, only really shows up on special occasions, and that's helped make him a special attraction in WWE. Over the last years, that's where we're at with Reigns right now too, who has become one of the longest reigning world champions in company history with his record-setting run as Universal Champion. The former Shield member hasn't been featured too heavily over the last couple of years, and if reports are to believe, he's about to appear a whole lot less too. So, despite having a pretty high-profile feud with LA Knight right now, the apparent plan is for Reigns' title match against the former Impact star to be his last bout of 2023. The news was broke by Ringside News, who were reportedly informed of the plans of the private chief to take time off after the bout from a source within WWE. The current plan is for the head of the table to stay away from the ring after Crown Jewel until 2024. We've got to imagine he'll feature quite prominently at Royal Rumble, as it's one of WWE's biggest annual events. So the likelihood is that after his bout in Saudi Arabia, he won't wrestle again until the end of January, making almost 3 months out of action. However, even in saying that, Reigns isn't advertised for the Royal Rumble in January. So there's every chance that his next match takes place at a later date, with the show instead headlined by the men's and women's 30-person matches. That could always change though, while Roman being added as the show draws closer. So, you want to know some other things, you can check out how Vince McMahon and WWE creative exit impacts Roman Reigns. The reason for his time away hasn't been revealed, with his plans apparently being kept quiet, close to the chest, but the news will likely frustrate a certain portion of WWE fans who have grown tired of the company's biggest star and world champion very rarely defending his belt. For Reigns, though, the schedule couldn't really get much better. Before Reigns gets to take off, though, he has to face off with the hottest wrestler in WWE today, LA Knight. The former Impact man has seen his popularity in the company skyrocket over the last year, and he's undeniably one of the hottest stars in the business right now. There are a few wrestlers who garner a reaction from crowds to the magnitude that he does right now. The build to the contest has been entertaining, to say the least, and hopefully the in-ring action will live up the excellence work they've done outside of it so far, for two reasons, really: to entertain fans in the audience and watching around the world on Saturday night, but also to give us something fun to remember of Reigns before he disappears for several months. I'll keep you rested as to what's going on with the Tribal Chief. the head of the table. I'm Todd Tanner for Black Wrestling News.